And it looks like I am live. What's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard here, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you live today. Talking some college football with special guest, Xtreme Striker. He sent an email to me. He wanted to do a stream today and talk some college football, and I'll get him on. Now, this says Chick-fil-A delivery. Let me see who this. Who's this really? Hold on.
Chick-fil-A delivery, Xtreme Striker here.
I had a feeling it was you. At the same time, though, I didn't know if Crimson Brave knew about the stream or saw that I scheduled it. I didn't know if it was him that popped on, too. I'm like, what?
Well, did you send him the link?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you sent him the link, too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if, for all I know, Crimson Brave could probably hack it. I don't know.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Listen, good.
Awesome. So you wanted to talk some college football?
Yeah.
All right. So what are your thoughts on the college football season with this whole pandemic going around? They went ahead. They said we're going to do conference only games. What's your take on that?
I don't really mind the conference-only schedule because
Mm-hmm.
good thing is we won't have to play Virginia, and the Virginia wouldn't get that butt whooping. But
Oh yeah, you're a Georgia fan, correct?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So you ready for? I guess it'll be week one, the Bama Georgia game. So
Hopefully.
yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean,
It'll be one.
that's the first SEC game for both of these teams anyway. It was supposed to be week 3, and we both pretty much had cupcakes.
Pretty much.
No disrespect to USC and Virginia, but I mean, who knows what they would have looked like this year going into the season.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on this whole? I mean, listen, we were sitting here a month ago, and they said we don't know if we're going to get football season. I was kind of butthurt at first because I was looking forward to a game like I was even looking forward to like a Georgia Virginia game on like a Monday night. I was looking forward to Bama USC. I mean, there were quite a few non-con games. There was Ole Miss and Baylor on the schedule. Um, and then I saw where the Ivy League had canceled their football season. Well, here's what the notification had said. It said Ivy League cancels college football. I thought they canceled the whole thing, and I'm like, what say do they have in this? They were canceling their own. They were canceling their own, and I'm like, oh, okay, that clarifies that. So let's see who's in the chat here. Obviously, you're here. We got the Bet who showed up prior to the stream when it was scheduled. And we got Junkyard Dog in here. What's going on, Junkyard Dog? Thank you all for showing up. And again, thanks to Xtreme Striker for coming on. And so, do you post YouTube videos? Give a little introduction about yourself, I guess.
I have 2 channels. One is a stream channel called Extreme Striker in a Tub. I don't know why I decided to do that, but and then I have another channel, my main channel, when I just like talk about whatever I want to and stuff, like whenever I want to, and I don't really. The bet says Striker you man. I don't really like have a specific thing I talk about on my channel. Pretty much, I just talk about whatever I want, whenever I want. And
yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I'm trying to be a sportscaster. That's the whole thing behind my channel. It started out being just football. Then I tried to get into like basketball and baseball. Now I'm trying to get into like golf and stuff. So when I learned those sports, I might come on here and talk about that stuff. But I'm just trying to be a sports broadcaster and everything. I'll start school here in a few weeks in the fall.
yeah,
Actually go back 2 weeks from today, starting college. So it's going to be interesting. Looking forward to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the Florida hype? Do you think it's overrated, underrated, or what? What's your
For the
perspective on
Gators
that.
this year, they're my favorite for the East. Honestly, I like Georgia. I even said this last night on was it Chess Hall stream or someone's stream I was on there talking about the dogs and I kind of I mean I might joke around about like Kirby Smart and how he can't figure out offense, and I'll hear Georgia fans like, "What about our offensive line? What about our run game?" Don't say because of Jake Fromm, And I
Yeah.
know he's done a great job recruiting and everything. I think there will be a good team. Georgia's going to be a favorite for the East, the favorite.
Oh
But I
yeah.
give Florida. Uh, I think if there's any year, and I've said this a couple times, if there's any year Florida has to win the East, it's probably this year. This is probably their best year.
Yeah. I just think this all is overrated. They're going to be Kyle Trash again, back to losing 3 games this season. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why people think this is just going to be normal. Felipe Franks isn't even there anymore. I don't think.
Right? He went, man. I can't even believe he went to Arkansas. I mean, he
Yeah.
did so great with the Gators one year. Everyone started talking about him being a Heisman contender, and he's rising up. Then he gets hurt. Then Kyle Trask comes in and takes over for him, and he's like, "Oh man, Kyle Trask is now getting to the point where I was, and now there's probably no way, even if I recover, I'll probably won't win my job back to be a starter." And so, I mean, it was just, uh, I don't know where you went.
Yes. Sorry,
Yeah,
my thing just messed up. Sorry.
yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I mean, Felipe Franks, he's a good quarterback, but when he got hurt, um, and then Kyle Trask took over and he started lighting it up for Florida. It was one of those things like if Felipe Franks comes back, uh, is Florida going to stick to Kyle Trask? I think they might, and so he transferred out because he knew even if he came back, Kyle Trask has just done so much so far. He's proven himself. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I
So
get what you're saying.
yeah,
How stupid are these people saying that Tennessee's going to be one of the 3 teams that they usually lose to, which is Florida, Georgia, and Alabama? How
I
stupid
don't
do you
know.
think?
I mean they have beaten Georgia in recent years. I
Yeah, we're
think,
just not going to talk about that.
yeah, right. Jawan Jennings. Now Alabama beat 1 and 3 teams, and you put Alabama in that mix. Really? I mean, you know as good as I do. Bama owns Tennessee. There's no way around it. They've been beating them since 2007. Saban has never lost to Tennessee. He's never
Yeah.
lost to a former assistant. He's never lost to Tennessee. Those 2 things right there. So listen, I like Tennessee. I'm sure they'll beat Alabama someday. It probably won't be this year, even though
Or next
they're
year.
like, oh, it's in Neyland. It's in Neyland in Knoxville and blah blah blah. And I mean, I watch BVD. I don't know if you watch him, but um, he he's a Tennessee fan, of course, and he was joking a few months back and saying, I would tell him like this is Bama's year to finally go undefeated. They're going to be mad this year, and he'd say, "Not this year, Ballard. Tennessee's going 15-0. Just watch and see." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"What? Tennessee?" So I mean, listen, I like Tennessee. I like the Jeremy Pruitt hire. I think they're going to be a great team to look out for, but slow your roll on winning the East and everything. It's still going to take a few years,
More than a few years, probably like 2 decades, but
right? It's been that long since they won a title anyway.
oh yeah. When I was younger, I thought that Tennessee was actually pretty good until I saw them play an Alabama game once, and they get like
Right.
blown out like 16-0 or something like that.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts? I'm sure you pay attention to all the different conferences in football, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Big Ten this year? Do you think this is the year for Penn State, or do you still like, are you one of those people that's still looking at Ohio State saying, when are they going to leave?
Yeah, no on Penn State. They ain't gonna be for another couple years before they even do anything good. Like beat Ohio State or Michigan. But I'm thinking Michigan can actually beat Ohio State this year.
Really?
Yeah,
You
I believe they
hold
can.
on, hold on. Let
With
me
him and
check.
his
Where's the game at this year? Is that in Michigan?
I have no idea.
No, it's in Columbus. So you think Michigan could go in this year and beat Ohio State?
Yeah. And I also think they'll go and lose to Minnesota in the Big Ten championship game. But
Okay, now Minnesota is looking like a really good team too on the rise for PJ Fleck. I like what they did last year. They even beat Auburn. Thank you, Minnesota, for winning the Outback Bowl. Um, is that one of those teams you think is a one hit wonder, or do you think you just said they're going to win the? Uh,
Big Ten, yeah, I said they were
yeah, they're
going to
going
be
to
the
win the
Big
Big
Ten.
Ten. So you're pretty high on them. What? I mean, what do you see in Minnesota that PJ Fleck is going to win the Big Ten this year?
I just think they're going to. Yeah, sorry for a little bit. I think Minnesota's going to win because PJ Fleck is a great. PJ Fleck is a great coach. And I think they have a better quarterback than what I think they have a better team in general than Minnesota. I meant
Right.
Michigan.
Yeah.
I think they should have a better team than Michigan, and that's pretty much it.
I could agree with that statement. Even though I do like Jim Harbaugh and his recruiting, like Jim Harbaugh to me, I think has. Ballard, you look like a young Carter. That's funny. um, Jim Harbaugh has done everything. I mean, he's beaten teams like Penn State. He's beaten teams like Michigan State or whoever, right? He
Yeah.
recruits very, very well. Um, Second or third in the Big Ten East Division, right? He has done everything except beat Ohio State. Now that's what he was hired to do. See, this is what I don't understand about Jim Harbaugh. He was hired to beat Ohio State, and he has not done that yet. Why is he still there? Are they waiting for the day that he finally beats Ohio State, and then they say you're out of here? It took too long, but you finally did it, but you took too long. I
Yeah,
bet you
you
I bet you they're waiting till he does, and then they're gonna let him go because it took him too long to do it.
Yeah, you just read my mind pretty much. I said, yeah, as soon as I was thinking, yeah, as soon as he beats Ohio State, they're gonna fire him on the spot.
Yeah,
You just read my mind.
took you too long. I think they're afraid. I think they're afraid to let him go because they don't know who they're going to go after because all these up and coming young coaches have found their home. Look at Jeremy Pruitt, look at Ryan Day, look at James Franklin, look at I could go down the list and Kirby Smart and Dan. I mean, all of these guys have contracts. They're not going to leave there to go to Michigan. You know,
No.
Lane Kiffin. I mean, you could have reached out to him when he was trying to leave FAU, but now he's at Ole Miss. Too little, too late on Lane Kiffin, I guess. You
Yeah.
know, so I mean, they can't. I don't think they can afford to let Jim Harbaugh go. Do you think?
Nah, they can't. They can't. But once they actually win Ohio State, which will be this year, guaranteed. They will probably let him go and just find a random coach for a couple years and just use him. As I don't think they're gonna keep him after Ohio State wins it, or they beat Ohio State.
Yeah. So looking at Michigan's schedule, uh, they canceled their first four games or first three games. I'm sorry, at Washington, against Ball State, against Arkansas State. Now they have 9 games because Big Ten. And I mean, I guess by now everyone's doing conference only. Here's the schedule, and I want to ask what your record is for them. home against Wisconsin, home against Penn State, at Michigan State, at Minnesota, home against Purdue, home against Maryland, at Rutgers, home against Indiana, and then at Ohio State. What's a reasonable record right there?
6-3.
6-3 with losses to who?
Penn State. Where Ohio State. No, Penn State.
Okay.
Can you? I know there was two other teams I saw that. Wisconsin.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Penn State.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, listen, and Michigan again, they're a really good team, but still, it's one of those. They just you don't know what you're getting out of them. I mean, they always end up going 10-2. Um, like take a team like Penn State. They if
Right.
they have Ohio State early in the season, which they do this year, because I think when they have Ohio State at Happy Valley like they do in 2020 this year, they end up losing that game, and then it just falls down for them from there on. It's like the curse of the Buckeyes or something. Um, it's Michigan's kind of like that too. If it's like they slip up against a team, even if it's close, it still kind of messes them up, and they lose more games. Don't include the Buckeyes. That's besides that. They're going to lose that regardless, I think. But still, what's up, Neo? Welcome to the chat. We got Xtreme Striker on here talking college football. Um, what are your expectations for the Big 12 this year?
Who never heard of her?
Right? I think I'm like in Oklahoma still. I think question is, can Lincoln Riley develop a quarterback? Because they got that Spencer Rattler kid who is now a sophomore, 5-star, very elite. The question is, because Lincoln Riley has only had to deal with transfers who have had experience but left because they lost their jobs or something. Look at Mayfield, look at Kyler Murray last year with Jalen Hurts, who was at Alabama. You think he could develop this young quarterback and Spencer Rattler?
Yeah, but I don't think he'll be able to actually take the Oklahoma to national championship. I think they're just gonna be at Oklahoma standards with him, like everyone else that's played at Oklahoma, and just be lose to the first round. I don't see him moving up higher anywhere than that with him.
Yeah, and then, of course, sticking to the Big Ten, Texas said they were back after they beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. Well, they were back to being mediocre. Um,
Nah,
but
they'd be
a
glad
lot
to
of
go to.
people, I hear that a lot of people are high on Texas in 2020. Are you high on them this year? Can Tom Herman have a bounce back season after going 8-5 last year? You there?
No, no, no,
No.
they can't.
Hmm.
I don't think they deserve it. They Sam, no, anywhere else at Sugar Bowl year.
What do
If
you
I'm
mean
honest,
they
maybe
don't?
don't
What
black
do you
man
mean
on
they
the camera.
don't deserve it? Like, they don't deserve it, or they don't have the type of team?
They don't. No, they don't have the type of teams. What I meant to say.
Oh, okay. Well, even if you don't deserve to make the playoffs because you're not a playoff type of team, so I could get how you would say that.
Right. They're just not a team because they don't have no defense, pretty much.
Right. Well, that's a summary of the Big 12 for you. They got all the offense in the world, but there is no defense. I mean,
Right.
even people looked at Oklahoma last year and said, well, apparently this Alex Grinch guy that Lincoln Riley's bringing in is gonna, have defense up and going just a little bit. I didn't really see it. I didn't see defense. I mean, there were a couple key players. This Kenneth Murray linebacker who's in the NFL now. There's like Neville or whatever his name, Neville Gallimore, I think, was a defensive tackle. Only one or two guys, and that was about it. Um, just call it what it is. They might have looked great, but I mean, it wasn't all the way around like people made it out to be.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Bet and Junkyard are talking crap about me now.
What?
Let's see how much the Bet and Junkyard are talking crap about me right now.
uh,
Junkyard's asking to ban me.
Van Striker Jr. Junkyard's not working. uh, there's actually, it looks like two strikers in here. Hold on. Here's yours. And
Right.
then there's this one. What do you have, two of them? Or
I have like 90 troll accounts. I make all of those accounts. All of
what?
those are mine.
Oh, wow.
I have like 90 restaurant troll accounts and then like 5 different Xtreme Striker accounts.
Yeah. It did improve, but at the same time, it was kind of inconsistent at times, Neo, I think, for Oklahoma's defense last year. Consistency and just, I mean, it was kind of a first for Lincoln Riley, first for the Big 12 in a while now. Not to say that Big 12's never had defense. It's just for the past few years, it's been all offense, all shootouts, we're scoring in the 50s and 60s. And so, I mean, but so here's the thing I have. Conference only schedules this year. What about bowl season? You think that they'll go through with how the matchups are? Because look at the Sugar Bowl. Well, actually, that's a semifinal this year, so it wouldn't be like it is set up to be.
Yeah.
Uh, but for a bowl game, that's for let's say the ACC and the SEC. Do you think
Right.
they put an ACC and SEC team in, or do they pair them up with conference teams in bowl games? What do you think happens?
I think they're going to have to play the regular season 14 weeks and then conference championship games. And then not 14, 2 weeks. Do the conference championship games. Then take a month and then let whatever bowl thing happens, let them play. And then they just have to take 14 weeks after each game or something. Like
Yeah, because this whole. Go ahead.
I can see him being a regular bowl season, like Oklahoma be playing by some big Pac-12 team or whatever. They'll just have to wait like 4 months or something like that. A month or something like that.
Yeah, because this whole conference only schedule thing is about risk. Obviously, we have this coronavirus, flu, whatever you want to call it, this pandemic going around. They want to have college football. They're going to have college football, but they don't want to play games they don't have to play. Alabama
Yeah.
has cupcakes every year. Like take Western Carolina, who they had last year. They have like 4 games that are non-con games, right? An opener and then a couple other cupcake. They had Georgia State on the schedule. They had UT Martin. They had Penn State. They had USC as far as the non-con games. Now USC is not a cupcake. They're a pretty good Pac-12 team. Maybe they've fallen down a little bit recently, but I mean, is it really worth the risk to play Kent State if you're Alabama, UT Martin if you're Alabama? I mean, is it worth playing? Like Georgia's such a good team. I'm not trying to be critical of Virginia, but is it worth for Georgia, who's far ahead of UVA? Um, is it worth playing these cupcake teams with this pandemic going around, if you could get sick, is the game worth playing? Is it worth the risk?
In my opinion, I've been saying this for at least a couple of weeks now. Just in a regular season when there's no coronavirus, they shouldn't be playing cupcake games because they're just wasting weeks that they could
Right.
be spending on for more important games. But I've been saying this for at least 3 weeks now, and
Yeah, I would agree. And there's certain rivalry games, okay, Clemson fans I've seen are kind of heated about this. They cancel if it's conference only. There is no Clemson, South Carolina. You know, that's a game I think that's worth the risk. I think that you shouldn't necessarily look at it like oh, it's conference only because you need conference champions or anything, which I think you should. But I mean, if there is a non-con game, you need to look at it like, is it tradition or whatever? I mean, you know, this whole conference only season is going to impact rivalry weekend because Clemson's in the ACC,
right.
South Carolina's in the SEC. I'm trying to think. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State are Big 12. There's also what are some cross conference rivalries? Notre
Georgia
Dame,
Tech.
yeah, Notre Dame, USC, Florida, Florida State. They're coming to me now. But these are big rivalries. These are traditional rivalries. And if you're going to make it conference only, I mean, there's no Georgia Tech like we've always seen. There's no Florida State. That's one of the big ones. Um, Ole Miss and Mississippi State are both SEC. That's the Egg Bowl. But either way, go down the list of these out of conference rivals, big rivalries. Uh, that are gonna not be seen this year on rivalry weekend. I mean, it's kind of sad.
Yeah. But what you said a couple minutes ago about how Alabama has to play Georgia State as a cupcake team, don't bash them. They beat Tennessee by 8 points.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Well, you also got to look at the facts. I don't know if you knew this, but prior to 2019 and 2018, they went 2-10 last year, or in 2018.
But they beat Tennessee last year, so I'm sticking with they're pretty good.
I mean, that might be good enough to beat a team like Tennessee. They're not anywhere near where they're going to go to Bryant Denny and win there. I'm just saying. I mean, so if that's what you're trying to get at, and what
Yeah.
conference aren't they? Where is Georgia State?
Look what Lou said. I can't tell if that's actually Lou or not, but look what he said.
Hello,
Hello?
it's not Lou. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's him or not either. But yeah, hello. So you know what? And again, conference only. About what if it gets worse? You know, so they say. As the season goes along and we get to the playoffs, right? And it's like you have these playoff teams. Are they? I mean, out of conference in the playoffs. You have the ACC with Clemson or North Carolina, whoever wins it this year. You have Alabama or Georgia or Florida, whoever in the SEC. You got Penn State, Ohio State, and the Big Ten. There's going to be bowl games that are non-conference. I mean, what are we going to do then if it's not looking good?
Yeah. Don't you have Lou Mod on your channel? Just by asking. Just curious.
Yeah, I think so. I think the actual Uncle Lou, because he showed up the other day and um, hold on, I gotta what the, I don't think it's actually him because actually found Uncle Lou actually came on. Uh, on a stream the other night on mine. So, uh,
Yeah. Remember that Uncle Lou on YouTube? One that you modded for 2 days straight.
oh yeah,
I think that's Crimson. I think that was Crimson Brave. Not
oh
gonna lie
really?
though. Yeah.
That's funny.
He got you good. He got you good for like 2 days
Oh
straight.
yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Um, your thoughts on Notre Dame joining the ACC?
I say they should suck it up and actually go to a conference that's actually competitive, like the SEC West.
See, here's the thing. They don't want to be in a conference. They don't want to deal with conference championships. Um, and I just, uh, listen, I'm not against Notre Dame joining a conference, but the fact that they're doing it this year with conference only schedules, oh, now you want to join a conference just so you can play football for 1 year? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Where was this in 2019 or 2005 or 1990 something? Where was this then? And I really think that, the ACC, who's letting them join the conference, is so, uh, you know, don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And it's just, it's ridiculous. I think that they should, you know, not let them in. Right now, I'm not against. Again, I'm not against Notre Dame joining a conference, but you know why they're doing it. They don't
Right.
want to join a conference. They just want to play football for what, 1 year? Because that's all this is going to last. The virus won't be here in 2021, and we could just have a normal football season
Yes, it will come back every Wednesday. I mean, every winter. It'll
every
be like the
Wednesday.
flu.
Yeah,
It'll be
every
like the flu
Wednesday it
type
resets.
thing.
That's right. I
It'll be.
forgot.
I think it'll be like a flu type thing. The coronavirus will.
Flu season.
Yeah, instead of flu season, it'll be flu and coronavirus season.
Probably.
Yeah, no, just kidding. The coronavirus only comes on Wednesdays.
MSU #1 fan says, "What do you think about the Phillies? What do you think about Michigan State? Yeah, what do you think about a team like Michigan State in football this year?"
They're gonna lose to Michigan and Ohio State. At
That's
least
it.
they're going. Pretty much, they're going like 6-3, 5-4.
6-3 or 5-4. That's 9. Oh yeah, 9 games this year for conference
Yeah,
only.
the reason why I say 6-3 or not 5-4 is because they're losing Ohio State, Penn State, and Michigan.
Right.
I just don't know if they're gonna lose to Minnesota or not.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Is that game? I know I did a preview video for them, but I'll have to double check. That Minnesota Michigan State game, is that in Minnesota?
I have no idea. I don't really pay attention to like Michigan State much or Minnesota
No,
much.
it's in what's it called? Spartan Stadium, I think is what they call the Michigan State Spartans home. Uh, yeah, East Lansing is
Yeah.
where it is. So that matchup predictor right now, about a 69% chance Minnesota wins that game. Only about a 31% chance that Michigan State wins.
Yeah, I was thinking I was last night I was thinking about topics to do on the show tonight.
Hmm.
But don't Google it up or anything. What do you think the Oklahoma Stadium is called?
And Norman,
Yeah, the Oklahoma Sooners.
Is it Memorial? Or is that
Yeah, it's Memorial.
it is? I know
It's
that's
some
Clemson's. That's the name of Clemson Stadium too, I think.
it's
And at
something
Texas, how many are there?
I don't know, but it's a memorial for something. Do you just want me to tell you?
Oh, hold on, I'm thinking.
If you don't believe me, you can Google this yourself. It's
Isn't
actually
it
what's called.
like it's Oklahoma Memorial or the Gaylord family or something like that?
Close. It's the Gaylord Memorial Oklahoma Stadium.
Oh,
The
okay.
reason why, because everyone who attends, everyone who's a fan, that's a boy of Oklahoma, is Gaylord. Yeah, I really don't know what's the meaning behind Gaylord though.
I can look that up. Hold on. How did it?
It's
Also
G A.
known as Owen Field or the Palace Prairie.
Never
Uh,
heard of the Palace Prairie. I heard about the other one though. I heard they call that the other one somewhere.
it was the Gaylord family.
Junkyard, shut up. Junkyard just said, Striker, go be an Oklahoma fan. UGA don't claim you. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know how it got that name. I'm not finding anything on it really, but that's interesting. So, who's your NFL team?
I really don't have one. It used to be the Jaguars, but since Blake Bortles got fired, I don't really care about them anymore.
Yeah, you don't
I,
like Gardner Minshew or anybody there really?
Not really. I don't really care for them anymore.
Hmm.
I'll watch the NFL. It's just I used to have a favorite team. Now I just watch it any team really.
Yeah, Junkyard Dog wants to get on. Are you okay with me letting him on real quick, or
I don't mind.
okay? Yeah, because I know you were the guest today, but I guess if Junkyard Dog wants to get on,
The bet said earlier that he wouldn't mind being on here too. It's way up here. It said basically said
yeah.
let me get on there something like that.
I'll tell you what, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the season. I'm really disappointed that they're going conference only. I mean, I guess it'd be cool to see more SEC games, I guess, because normally every team plays 8. Now it's 10 games, so we'll see what happens.
I remember a couple years ago when it was Georgia versus Mississippi State, and it was like the Bulldog versus Bulldog thing. I don't know why we should have that every year. The Georgia Mississippi State game. I
Hmm.
like that Bulldog versus Bulldog thing.
That is interesting. That should be a new um
Rivalry.
yeah. What's
Cross.
the kind cross divisional? I think
Yeah, cross division.
so.
Can we just have a section of just bashing on chess real quick?
No, so Dwayne RTR, Roll Tide. Um, so
Jeez.
who do you? What are your thoughts on a playoff expansion from 4 teams to 8 teams, or any teams?
I would be down for that, but I know that teams number 9 and 10 will start complaining about that too.
Yeah, well, if they don't want to be at 9 and 10, they need to play better than 8 and 7, and you know,
Yeah.
I mean, get to those rankings. I mean, I know it's not your choice where you're ranked, but you can at least try to play the big boys and win against the big boys.
Since I heard they were thinking about turning to 18 playoffs, I was thinking why wouldn't they just make it all every team joins the playoffs so everyone would shut up about being unfair and stuff.
Yeah,
When I was
people
younger,
have
I
said
thought that.
People have said 6-team playoff. I haven't even heard about. I mean, I've heard about that, but I don't know how it would work. Let's
Simple.
see.
1 and 2 get buys.
I got Junkyard
Last
Dog
seed get
on here if
buys.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's up, Junkyard Dog?
Yo, what's up?
How's it going?
Nothing much. Just chilling.
Is that a Whataburger logo?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Whataburger.
Order up. But so, what are your thoughts on all this conference only stuff, Junkyard Dog? Since we got you in here,
So I read a thing the other day, or actually, I watched a video the other day, and it was talking about how we could how it would be better for the SEC to bring more Power Five schools in.
right?
You know.
Yeah,
So I
I
think
mean, SEC's got 14 teams right now. I think the ACC's got like 10 or 12, some maybe 14 as well. If I'm not mistaken. Um, but still, I mean, why? Here's what I don't understand. It's not just Notre Dame. There's more independent teams. There's 6 of them. Why can't you call it like the .5 conference or like the half conference? Like since it's half a conference anyway.
yeah,
I mean, I know you want to have even teams in each division. I've heard rumors about, or not like rumors, but I've heard people say, be like the Big 12 and get rid of divisions and just take the 2 best teams in the conference, because what if the 2 best teams are in the same division or whatever? For example, last year in the SEC, it was if there were no divisions, right? If there were no divisions, it would have been LSU and it would have been Alabama last year, I think, in the SEC title game, in my opinion. Georgia could have been tied second, I don't know, but I think the tiebreaker is who beat South Carolina. Just saying.
yeah.
So, but anyway, we got in the back room here MSU #1 fan. I got you on, and we got someone about to what? I mean, it's the bet. I don't know what it says.
Was it? Oh, yeah, I just bet.
In the back room right now. How's it going, MSU fan?
Good.
Thanks for coming on.
No problem.
Yep. Is there anything you wanted to talk about? Do you have your own opinions on this stuff, or?
If Notre Dame didn't join if Notre Dame's joining the ACC for a year, keep them in the conference. Don't go back to your independent.
Thank you. Thank
Stay,
you so much.
stay.
What have I been saying? What have I been saying lately? If you join a conference this year, Notre Dame, stay there. Don't do this since it's conference only, garbage. Don't just join it for 1 year.
Bell,
Yeah.
you know they're not going to do that.
You mean
Well,
you think they're going to stay?
Yeah, they ain't going to stay.
The ACC might tie them in to something to make them stay.
I mean, half their schedule's ACC anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't they play teams like Wake Forest and Syracuse, and they're always playing teams like Duke or whoever?
Yeah,
They're supposed to play one SEC team a year, and I don't think they had
They
one
played
this year.
Georgia. Yeah, they played Georgia last year, and they who's their SEC team this year? Do they have one?
They're supposed to, from what I heard, from what I've been hearing.
I mean, they don't now because it's ACC, but
Right.
I'm curious who was on their schedule.
I think it was Arkansas.
ESPN, you know what's crazy is ESPN's, if you go to any team and you look at their team schedule, it's only showing the games that were canceled. It's not showing because I guess, I don't know if they haven't officially released, the schedules yet.
Well, they haven't released them any. They just showed the teams they were playing this year.
Right.
Unless they like redid it all where Alabama and Georgia play like week 9 or something like that.
Yeah. Well, they were
Yeah.
playing week 3. Now it's going to be week 1. Right. And so, and Alabama 2 weeks ago, I was saying before, what the heck?
I think that's one of y'all. I don't think that's me.
That's not you. That's the what? Just order up. It's Junkyard Dog.
Say
I
what?
thought it was an MSU fan.
You got some weird echo or whatever noise.
Yeah, I think that's MSU fan.
No, it's Junkyard Dog. MSU fans not saying anything.
I'll be right back. All right.
I agree with Neo's comment here. I think they intend to go back to the independent next year. Of course, they're going to go back to it, and then in like 500 years or whenever the next pandemic might be, when they're doing conference only again, they're going to join in a conference again, and then they're going to go back. And it's, I mean, well, since we need a conference, now you want a conference? Now you
Yeah.
want to play conference championships?
Okay, I have a scenario for you.
Okay.
If let's say if the Alabama and Notre Dame swap spots, where Alabama's in the Independence and Notre Dame's in the SEC West, would they still be as tough as they are now? If that in that case,
Is Saban still the coach?
yes,
Same
they're just in
roster?
Independence.
Same
Yeah.
roster?
Yeah,
Yeah, they would. They'd still be a top 10 team. They'd still be a top 5 team or whoever. I mean, the only thing different is they're an independent and they're not SEC. They're
and they
still
get,
going to be they're still going to be Alabama.
that wasn't the question. I was asking, would the SEC West be as strong as they will?
Oh,
with the
SEC West.
Be as strong as they are now without Alabama, with Notre Dame instead.
I don't know. I don't even know what it's going to look like this year. We can expect Alabama to be the favorite because LSU. I get they came off this awesome season, the best we've ever seen, 15-0 with the Heisman winner, with the Coach of the Year. I mean, they won anything possible, right? I get what they did, and I get what they have coming back, but man, they lose so much too. They're going to be.
They're not going to be how they were last year. They don't have.
They won't be what they were. That's right.
They won't. They don't have their Joe duo, so they won't have. They won't be as good as they were.
Right.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Hello.
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 Hey, Bet. Hello.
Why does he sound like Chess?
He does sound like Chess. Is this Chess?
No. Yes, it is.
It sounds.
Hello. What do you want, Chess Hall?
No, it says it's the Bet on YouTube.
The Bet, we can hear you.
Unless the Bet is secretly Chess Hall.
No. There's no.
Hello. I agree, Dwayne. LSU will be good, but not Burrow good.
He probably doesn't recognize me. Hold up. That doesn't recognize me yet. Hold up. Now he does. Chick-fil-A delivery at your service. Order when you're ready.
Hello.
No. Bal, can you mute him until he stops with us?
Yeah, I just muted him.
Okay.
He knows that too. He's talking and he's probably really upset right now. I don't know. But yeah, as far as Notre Dame goes, I mean, listen, again, I'm not against them joining conference, but since we need one for 1 year, it's ridiculous. And I think that ACC bending over backwards, being codependent about it is even worse. Just letting him in.
I think he's done. Not sure. I think the bet's done. Saying hello. Not sure.
You there, Bet?
Huh?
Are you there?
Maybe.
Hey, the Bet. How do you like my new nickname for you called the Betty?
I don't care.
Sure, buddy.
I literally don't care.
Why do I think that's a lie?
You can think whatever you want, but I don't care. But do you think I'm mad?
Sometimes.
I'm not mad. No.
Why does the Bet naturally just sound like chess?
I don't know. I don't know why.
All right, y'all about to make me mad now.
So college football is official this year. It's going to start. There's rumors that it could possibly start but not finish. I'm not buying into those rumors. I think if you start football, you finish it. What do you think they should do? Should they do 1 week have games, next week test players? Should they continue testing? Should they not? What do you think?
I wish they would do that, but I doubt they would. I don't
Right.
think they will.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do it like that. I mean, it's ridiculous. This whole. I mean, listen.
I may get
If
struck
you
by lightning.
test what?
So I may become a camel. To rain.
Mm,
Should I
what
make a
was I
video if I
saying?
get struck by lightning and tell her that I get struck by lightning and that clickbait? Should I do that?
I don't care.
Okay. Truckers, is Chick-fil-A your favorite restaurant?
No, I said that in the comments before. No.
I say you look like more of a Burger King person.
I see how it is. No, I think that's BBD. Chess is a McDonald's person.
I'm not a fast food person in general.
I just use this one a lot because it's my well known one.
Chuck, you're just scared away my cat. How dare you?
What? You want to see
So
something
you just
scary?
scared away my cat. How dare you?
You want to see something scary? All right, Ballard, I'm going to leave and come back so see if my camera will work again, so I can scare the
Okay.
Bet's cat more.
All right.
Scare away my cat.
Hello.
Check down. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. You there?
No.
That sucks.
No. You don't, Mikey. You don't do that. Nuh-uh. No. We're not playing this game.
Oh man.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
Hello?
my chest, little brother.
Shut up.
You actually do look like you could be Chess's little brother.
Yeah, I could.
You could be
Yeah, but I'm not
Chester
chubby.
Jr.
Don't call me that. Well, about to get roasted. Let's just see all these.
Yeah. So,
Y'all want me to
I
scream?
mean, what? What'd you
Hello?
say?
No.
Hello?
No.
Hello.
No. Imagine leaving. Do you think Utah will be as good as they were last year?
I think as far as the Pac-12 goes, yeah. I mean, they were looking like a team that could make the playoffs. I don't know if they'll be that this year. I mean, they didn't lose a whole lot. They got quite a bit coming back. The question is, how is Utah with handling, consistency? I'm not really sure. We'll have to see what happens, but I think they could be um, a pretty good team to look out for in the Pac-12.
Yeah. Wait, I'm not done. Watch Chess join the stream and just sees that.
Are you actually his little brother?
No.
Uh,
None I know of,
I
at
don't know
least.
if you were or not.
None I know of, at least. Watch Chess join the stream and be like, who is that? Show on camera.
Yeah. I've kind of run out of all the questions that I wanted to ask you. I think we've been on here almost an hour, but I appreciate you coming on. Unless there's anything else you want to say real quick about football or whatever.
The bet, I am not Chess Hall's little brother as far as I know of, and I think that's it.
I think we all knew that pretty much. Otherwise, he probably would have had you on his streams or something. I don't know.
He does have me on his streams. I annoy the crap out of him.
So you kind of act like his little brother.
Yeet. Well, I can be like, Crimson, take 5.
You're right.
Like that. Did you see one of the comments I said on Chess's stream before? Carter's stream about Chess.
No. What happened?
I said Chess is like a door. He's gigantic, but the most important thing about him is small and hard, smart and hard. Small and hard.
Oh man. Listen, Striker, it's been almost an hour on here. You came on, we talked some football and much more. You gave your thoughts on like the SEC. We talked some Big Ten and ACC and Notre Dame joining a conference only because they need one, not because it's what's right. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me on.
Yep. Have a good one.
You too.
There you have it. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I appreciate Striker showing up and coming on. Xtreme Striker. Appreciate the bets showing up. We had Junkyard Dog. We had Neo. Banana. Yeah. Banana. Huh? You like? Dwayne RTR. Appreciate all you guys for showing up on the stream today. If you want to do a live stream with me, send me an email. Shout out to you, the bet. I'm sorry. I should have. I could have given you a shout out too. Shout out to you, bet. Email ballersports19@gmail.com if you want to be on the stream. That's my sports email. Yeah. So appreciate all you guys stopping in today. Appreciate Xtreme Striker for coming on the stream and talking some football and much more. And yes, that's pretty much it. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe if you're new. Really would appreciate it. Comments always appreciated as well. And that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in today, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, Baller Sports Media checking out. Y'all have a good one. Roll Tide, roll.